Hey guys, what's up? It's Brandon and Dakota here again for another video. Today's video is going to be about a serious topic, and that is, his name is Michael Brown, right? The man who was
Michael Brown.
Michael Brown. And we're going to talk about this issue, not necessarily about this specific case, but what we can do to stop things like this from happening again. We can stop these things from happening, and how we can do this. And it's really it all comes down to love. It all comes down to loving your fellow human beings, treating them at least as good as you treat yourself, if not better. And you have to begin to stop thinking of yourself as better than other people. Stop judging other people based on the amount of money they might have or their education or things like that really aren't important. I mean, I don't want to get too cosmic about it, but we're all just this temporary blob of atoms endowed with consciousness for the merest moment in infinite space and eternal time.
The merest moment.
So we really have to stop seeing each other as these different things. The individualism is fortified every day in our culture. We see ourselves as different than other people. We judge other people, compared to us. We see how we measure up. Do we have the best house? Do we have the fastest car? Do we have the
Everybody's
hottest
trying
wife?
to keep up with the Joneses.
Exactly. And it's about time that this comes to an end. We really need to come together in more of a collectivist culture instead of this individualism-esque culture that we're in now. That's what's causing a lot of these problems. Seeing people as different than yourself. If you saw a man in front of you, whether he's white or whether he's black, as the same as you, how likely are you to shoot that man, no matter what he's doing? Less likely than if you thought, oh, I'm this individual being and he's completely different from me, and if I kill him, it's not killing me.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it as we're all one and the same, we're all cut from the same stone.
It's amazing how people can treat other people so differently just because one person has more melanin in their skin than the other person. We all have the same size brain. We all have 2 arms and 2 legs and 2 eyes, and we all feel pain, feel love, all these other emotions.
We've all been through challenges. We've all overcome challenges in our lives. We've all failed before. We've had such similar experiences, in the way that they've affected us. They might not be the exact same experience, but we've all felt the same feelings, for the most part. And the one feeling that I would say not everyone has felt, definitely not enough, is love. And that's the saddest thing in our society and culture today, is that love is probably the thing you feel the least.
Yes, and I feel like because of that lack of love in today's society that a lot of people have, I feel like that's where a lot of people get involved in, things like abusing drugs and alcohol and stuff like that, because it's that, they're searching for something that they don't have in their life,
If you have love in your life, if you can truly connect with another human being and realize their infinite potential, their infinite worth, you don't need to do drugs. There's no reason to. You'll never get a feeling as good as love. A true connection with another human being. You'll never replicate that with some synthetic, concoction of chemicals that you inject into your body, and then it goes into your bloodstream, and then it rushes to your brain. It's not going to give you that same feeling.
Some people might say that it might, but it's only temporary. It's not going to be long term.
Mm-hmm. That's really what we've got to start to look at. We've got to start to love more and hate less. We need to stop revenge. I mean, you've got to look at the people in Ferguson today, or well, last night. At the time that we're making this video, it was last night. They are kind of acting out of revenge by burning down buildings in their own communities. It doesn't make any sense. You know, it's not doing anyone any good. And an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. You know, that's a famous quote. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard it.
But I do encourage peaceful protesting like the other people are doing.
A lot of people are doing peaceful protesting.
In the name of Michael Brown.
And it's great. But
if you don't have protesting and everyone just shuts the hell up, then you don't see any change.
There's no change. So we've got to go
That's
about...
what we have to go for.
We have to go about
change.
This change. We have to use peace to bring about change.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we're on the right track. We're not there yet because, I mean, as you can see, racism is still, you know, it's alive and well in the United States. Even though it's, you know, it's steadily decreasing. But, I mean, we have, you know, it was only however many years ago, not too long ago, with Martin Luther King Jr. and his movement, you know, civil rights movement. But we still have, you know, generations that have been living since that era. You know, older people like, I mean, even older family members of mine that I believe are racist. You know, that won't like openly tell you that they're racist, but have just like, you know, just kind of act racist. But oh, I'm not racist. But you know, just kind of like those older people that, you know, that's the era they were born into, and that's the only thing that they know. And they just get to a certain point, and you know, it's just been ingrained in their mind, and they don't want to change. So I think that, you know, just things are going to get better with time because we're going to be losing those older generations, and hopefully people, the newer generations, are going to start to realize that we need to treat all human beings as equal, regardless of race, gender, you know, all of that stuff, religion. But that's basically all I have to say.
Yeah, let me just think about what I was going to say. We have to, I'm trying to remember what I was thinking about while he was saying that. Love is so important, and we don't love enough the way it is in our society. And, okay, now I remember what I was thinking about. Success. Success is one of the things that drives us apart from each other. Our want for, you know, money, our desire for money, you know, sex, things like that. We want success. This idea of success, this capitalism like driven idea of success for, you know, money, have a good job, have a wife, have a hot wife, things like that. That's not true success, in my opinion. True success is, you know, recognizing your own value, recognizing the value in other people. Love is what I would say is true success. I think
happiness is another form of success.
Love, these things are true success, in my opinion.
Because you can have as much money as you want, and there's still people that, you know, they have millions and millions of dollars, but they're just not happy. So, I mean, it's like, what's the point?
Now, money is definitely useful, and it's not a bad thing to want money. Because money does a lot of things in our culture, our society. You know, money, if you don't have money, you're fucked, basically. If you don't have money to eat and, you know, have shelter, your life is going to suck. So you need to have some, you know, you need to work and get some sort of money.
But even if you don't, and you are homeless,
you can still be more successful.
Put things into a positive, you know, you can always have a positive outlook on things. I've, you know, heard about people, you know, accounts of people who have been homeless and who could have been like, you know, just like, oh shit, man, I'm homeless, I have no money, I have no family, I have no car, no house, no anything. And, you know, there have been people who are like, well, you know, I'm rich in time, I have time to think, time to listen, time to learn, which are useful things in life that
we take for granted. We don't value enough.
Yeah, we don't value those things in modern society like we should, and those are also important things in life that we should value more.
Yeah. What I was trying to say, before Dakota went off on that spiel, is a homeless man can be more successful than the richest man in the world, because money isn't really success. You know, physical possessions, those aren't true indicators of success. And we've got to recognize this. We've got to recognize that connection with other people, love, happiness, those are things that truly mean something.
I think Bob Marley said something like that anyway.
Bob Marley's a fucking great guy.
Being rich in life, I think he said. I'm rich in life. So that's what you guys need to do. You need to be not rich in money, but rich in life.
Alright, well, this is a pretty long video. I think it's got a lot of really good message in it.
Yeah.
I hope a lot of people see it. I think it might be the best video we've made.
And remember, treat all human beings as your equal.
Or even better.